never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations, oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear. And now
hey guys, welcome to another week. We just got back last night from going out to Saskatchewan for Thanksgiving. I now have a mountain of laundry, that's not all of it, that I need to do, and some cleaning to do. Today I decided we were gonna skip homeschooling, have a recovery day, both like emotionally and physically. Not that we did a lot like physically, but travel is exhausting. Not sleeping in your own bed, really tiring. So pretty chill day. I've been working on just a few random things, spent some time reading. I do need to go get a couple of groceries. And then one thing that I decided this, I think while we were driving up, because I was reading The Secret Book and Scone Society, which I talked about last week. And I have decided that scones, or if you want to be actually correct, scones, but that doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. Everyone thinks that I should pronounce it scone because that's how it's pronounced in Scotland, where it originated, or they originated, but it sounds wrong. Anyway, however you want to pronounce them, what was I even saying? I've decided that they are going to be my thing that I am going to bake, because everything we do in this house is gluten-free. Gluten-free stuff is dry to begin with. Scones are dry. I feel like maybe it'll work. I've made some before, but I've decided to try a ton of different varieties. And if I have all the ingredients, that will be starting today. I've made cinnamon sugar ones before and cheese ones before. And I think I found a recipe I was gonna start with, but I don't remember which one it was. Okay, I have 51 tabs open on Chrome on my phone. Am I the only one that does this? How many tabs do you guys have open? I'll close a few here. Oh, one of them is this overthinking mug. I sent a screenshot to Reika because I thought that'd be perfect for her, from Indigo. Okay, oh, these are cinnamon apple scones, so not that different, but like perfect for fall. Do you need actual apples for this? Where's the actual ingredients here? You do. And I got a bunch of apples from my mother-in-law because they know someone that has an orchard that had a lot of hail, so they're like damaged apples, but like pretty much fine. And this is a gluten-free recipe. Okay, yeah, this looks delicious. I don't have maple syrup. Should I buy maple syrup? Maybe I should buy some maple syrup too. I'll add that to my grocery list. Okay, that's on my list. Yeah, so kind of chill, slowly cleaning things, and I need to edit a video, but just doing it at a very slow pace today. So welcome to the week. I do believe there's gonna be some exploring going on this week, because I really noticed on our trip that where we are from in Saskatchewan, all the leaves are mostly gone off the trees, and they are not here. There's way more leaves here. And last week was so great, adventuring, spontaneous adventures, or one spontaneous adventure, but I'd like to do that on a regular basis. I want to say yes to more spontaneous adventures.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Everything that I own, yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found.
Today is an errand day. My errands involve going to the library. I've got a decent stack to bring back. Most of these 4 I've read. I spent this morning finishing Coraline, so I could bring this back because it's due right away. This one I need to bring back because it's due right away, and it's a $90 fine if I don't bring it back. But I don't have any books to pick up, which is good after my giant library haul from last week. I need a week where there's nothing ready for me so that I can catch up from those books and the backlog that I've had from the last couple of weeks. So I was thinking, because I have some other errands to do, I'm going to check out a different library because I don't have to go to my specific one, the one I've claimed. So I don't really want to check out any books, but I do want to check out, like, look at the new library, see. I have a couple different options. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go to. See if there's like something that library's good at. Like, do they have one genre more than others? I don't know. So I want to browse there. And then I also want to go thrifting because this weekend I spent some time hanging out with my friend Holly, and she's the thrifting queen. If you've never seen any of her thrifting videos, I will leave at least one of them linked below. She can find amazing things. So we were talking about thrifting, and then of course I wanted to go. And then my mom took my grandmother thrifting last month for her birthday. My grandma turned 93, and usually myself and Reika and my mom would take my grandma thrifting for her birthday. So this year we couldn't go because we lived too far away. But my mom scored all sorts of cool things, including something she got for me. She was texting me while she was out. I'm going to show it more in depth in my next book haul, but she got me the annotated Anne of Green Gables. It's massive. So this was cool. And she got some other cool things that just made me want to go thrifting. But I want to go to a thrift store that I think will have reasonable prices. So I'm going to head out that way and go to a library around there and Walmart for some food supplies. Cheese. Walmart has the best and cheapest lactose-free cheese. And then need a few other things as well. The scones I made yesterday were pretty decent. Need a little bit of tweaking. I can leave the recipe below. I used a different glaze because I didn't go out and get maple syrup. So I used a different glaze, and I feel like the recipe needs a few changes before I would like really recommend it, but it's a pretty good start. I'm gonna head out. Hopefully I can find something this level at the thrift store. I do want to find some pictures for my wall. I have like a general idea of what I'm looking for. We'll see if I can find that. Probably not today. I'm assuming that will take me a while. I've been looking for a while already. I want to look at like mugs and sweaters. It's been a while since I bought a new sweater, and it's that season. So I just want to look around a little bit and see what I can find.
Just where it was needed, gleaming in black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Well, my outing was fun, but only semi-productive. I brought my library books back. The library was cool looking, very artistic, but seemed very impractical. It was like very the sound just traveled because it was pretty much just one big open room. And it's interesting how much space is left for people working versus actual books. It didn't have a whole lot of books in there. And then I went, or before that I went to the thrift store, and I didn't buy anything. I was really tempted to buy the book about events that have changed our history, whatever that book was. But it was $3 and it didn't seem worth it just to buy the one thing, so then I bought nothing. Yeah, so it was a fun little outing. Got a few groceries that I needed. That's about it. My current read right now is The Quiche of Death by MC Beaton. So there was a lot of, is this a female or male? I don't even know who MC Beaton is. Whoever they are, there was a lot of their books at the library. There's this series and then another one. This is the first book in the series. A lot of people love it, the Agatha Raisin series. I'm not there yet. The book is fun, but she's not a likable character, and I don't know if she's going to become one. But at this point, she irritates me a lot. She used to be in, I can't remember what industry, but she's used to getting her way and being bossy and pushy, and she doesn't care if people like her. And she's just generally a rude person. And then someone died eating a quiche that she made for a like bake-off type thing, but it turns out she bought it anyway. So I'm 112 pages in, not quite, about a third of the way. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series at this point. I hope she becomes a more likable person, because right now she is a little bit annoying. I have a little bit of work to do, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time reading as well for the rest of the day, I think.
A significant life, just what it was needed.
I don't know if the sound's coming through, but it's really windy today, and we've really noticed that it's significantly less windy here than where we used to live. So when it's a windy day here, it's like, oh, this is different. I'm not used to this. Anyway, today is an anxiety day, and I'm realizing that they are often, well, I mean, there's lots of reasons for my anxiety, but today and often it is related to foster care. I had a phone conversation with our Saskatchewan worker earlier today, and the Alberta worker is coming out this afternoon. The Alberta worker really is just for her to like lay eyes on them, make sure we're not keeping them tied up in an attic somewhere. She doesn't have any authority or say on anything, but the Saskatchewan worker has like all the info. They are getting close-ish or starting the process for long-term planning. Next week, I believe, is 5 years since we started fostering. And I think I want to do like a Q&A foster care info video in the next few weeks. If you guys have some questions about foster care in general, let me know. I might use some of those in the video. And also, the day that we started fostering is the day that the 6-year-old went into care. He didn't come to our home right away, but that means he's been in and out of care for 5 years, and they're still working on like short-term court orders, starting the long-term process now, which is ridiculous and drives me nuts, because he's just had so much additional trauma that hasn't needed to be there if the system was different. So I really struggle with that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this afternoon. I also have a ton of filming to do today. I dropped a video a week over on my book channel, and I still feel like I never have, I don't feel like I have any extra time. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I did go on a bit of a rabbit trail earlier this morning. There was a comment on last week's video about headaches and nausea and shoulder tension that was maybe this person has those symptoms and found out they were due to gallbladder stuff. And I did a little bit of research, just like scratched the surface so far. And this might explain some things, because I have some liver issues. I have a liver disease that causes scarring of the bile ducts to the gallbladder and small intestine. And I feel like light bulbs are going off. So I'm doing some researching maybe some diet changes I need to make, that kind of thing. So I might talk about that more in the upcoming weeks as I learn a little bit more, but super fascinating. And if I could live without the I don't constantly have a headache, but I get one almost every day. And it's just like before I was diagnosed with Crohn's too. You don't realize that the pain that you are living with every day isn't normal. Like, because it's happened for so long, even with the Crohn's pain, I just assumed everyone had like felt like a paring knife was repeatedly being jabbed into their stomach. I didn't realize that wasn't normal. And the same thing goes for the headache thing and like the tension in the shoulders. So down a rabbit trail there, down a rabbit hole, on a rabbit trail. I never quite get that expression. So yeah, that's also another thing I'm doing. And then tonight I'm going out for coffee with a friend, but it's mostly going to be filming and researching things. I got quite a bit of reading done yesterday. Today I'm going to start my Agatha Christie for the month, so I have to do a video for Patreon for that. This one's a short story collection, which is always interesting. It's different. It's not like a whodunit. So I'm going to start that today and hopefully have a little bit of relaxing time in amongst all the other things as well.
In the quiet of the night, my head's going so loud. It sounds just like a party. Thoughts spin around like shadows they cast. I'm an overthinker, lost in my life. I'm always searching for.
I'm just walking outside and it's so cold. My nose is cold. High of currently +9. I mean, it's not so cold, but it feels cold. Today is basketball day for my 11-year-old, so I want to do an outing. I was thinking a bookstore, but I think I've changed my mind, and there's a couple antique malls close to here, and I'm in that mood. Apparently it's like a thrifting, antiquing week, so I can see if I can find them and see what there is. I don't know what to expect from an antique mall. Like, are the prices going to be incredibly expensive? Is it like thrifting but pricier? I don't think I've ever been to one. I've been to antique sales, but never like a mall. So I don't know what to expect. I am looking for some things, but we'll see what I find. I have an idea. I wanted to start doing better bookstagram photography. I just haven't taken the time, and I don't really have things for it, so I don't know. I'll see if I can find something. Like I said, I don't know what to expect, so I'm just gonna go look around and see what I find, and hopefully I can find something cool, but I have low expectations so that maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. So we'll see.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows are capturing. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know all of my problems. I know.
yourself knows from the wind. Antique Mall, amazing, love it, but it confirms that I'm the kind of person that would like to buy those things and then resell them more than buy them at an antique mall. I was hoping to find some like cool vintage keys or like some little stuff that I could use for Bookstagram. I got a little distracted by the vintage books. There was a couple I almost bought. That Edith Holden book. It was $18. Come across it before at about that price, and I just haven't been able to bite the bullet. I love The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, which is by her. Was just her like personal notebook, not even something she meant to publish. And then there was an Elizabeth Gaskell Cranford and Cousin Phyllis or something. I can't remember if I own Cranford, and it was $6 for a book that I possibly could find elsewhere. So this is my problem. I love thrifting and getting things cheap, and that paying $6 for that book just didn't seem worth it. I don't know. So overall, really cool. I know there's another one really close to here, but I need to get going back. So not today, maybe another time. Next week, I have a really fun outing planned. If the weather cooperates, which I don't know if it will. I have hopes for I don't know, some people might think it's weird, but a certain outing. That's all I'll say. But I'm going to end the video here. So thanks again for joining me for another week. Let me know if there was something in the antique mall that caught your eye, or at the thrift store the other day. What would you have bought? Reika was not mad, but I told her I saw a Silly Songs with Larry DVD, and she's very disappointed I didn't buy that one at the thrift store the other day. So maybe if I go back, I'll get that. But overall, I'm okay with not buying anything. So let me know what you would have picked, and thanks for being here.